Welcome to the Alliance Française de San Francisco. Tonight we are going to watch Tous les matins du monde for Augustine, une histoire about Excuse me, wrong speech. Welcome, students, faculty, and friends. This is a day of celebration. We've all heard the statistic many times. Primarily it's cited for the SBA. More than 50% of small businesses fail within the first 5 years. Here we are in our 11th year, having begun to teach Arabic in March of 2001, 10.5 years ago. And I'm very pleased at our success, and it's all of our success. But I am not proud. Instead, I feel humbled to be a part of this endeavor and to be associated with all of you. The people I've had the privilege to teach and with whom I work are a special breed. And yes, I guess I feel a little proud and do include myself in this category. We are people who strive to be more than what we were supposed to be. We are people who strive to be more than monolingual, who strive to be more than monocultural. We're people who strive to hear what's being said and to understand what's being said on the other side of the divide, and to break that divide down to the extent that we can. According to the Modern Language Association, you probably read in our recent newsletter, enrollment in Arabic classes has increased by 537% between 1998 and 2006, and this is a fantastic growth. And we should be very pleased about that, and we should focus on the positive aspects of what's happening. This is part also of a larger trend, as we see that enrollment in less commonly taught languages has increased by 20% over a subset of those years. What's not so great is the primary reason for the growth in Arabic enrollment, which has to do, of course, with the tragedies of September 11, 2001. PAR opened its doors, if you could call it its doors. PAR taught its first class in March of 2001. I had no way of knowing that such events would take place later that year. The success of PAR is, unfortunately, largely buoyed by those events. The events underscored our inability to understand how other parts of the world might see us. And people like you rose to the challenge and began to study Arabic in great numbers, or far greater numbers, let's say. One could say that PAR's success is even more impressive as we don't sell food, medicine, or anything that everybody needs. Or do we? I think perhaps we do. Perhaps our very lives are at stake. While staying focused on our success, let's temper it with a bit of reality. It's a 537% increase from very, very, very little. I did the math. This would suggest that in 1998, 5,000 individuals nationwide were involved in Arabic study at an institution where they were counted as having done such. And so we have to remember that although this is a very large increase, we still can do a lot better. And also, there's this very unfortunate news in the recent past. We've lost now federal funding for all K-12 foreign language education. And we must not allow this to temper what we're doing. And we have to remember that what we're doing is a good thing and to continue to do so. And what is it we should do? We should study a language, any language, see if I care. Any language, but particularly the less commonly taught languages. Study Quechua, study Zulu, study Cantonese, study Bahasa, study Malagasy. By all means, study Arabic. That would make me happy. Or study Romanian, study Polish, study Finnish. Study Bengali. It's all good. Travel, interact, grow, become more, bridge gaps, try and heal the divide, don't be part of the divide itself. And then, be a global citizen. Teach and promote. Become an ambassador. Live in a larger world than the world in which you were supposed to be. Live in a greater linguistic community than that into which you were born, or the heritage linguistic community of your family. Live in the biggest possible world. That's what PAR is about.